Hi crafters, welcome back to another segment of KISS, Keep It Simple Sylvia. This is the first Friday in the month of December and we will be continuing our holiday decorations throughout the month. And today we've got a couple great ones. Oh my gosh, these are so much fun to make and I love doing these. First off, we're going to use toilet tissue roll. You know how I've made things from this in the past, and I'm going to show you a real cute little candy kiss holder. And what I'm using for this is I'm just using leftover paper that I had from another project that I was working on, and it's the exact length I need for my toilet roll. And I've measured the roll, and it's about 5 3/8 in circumference here. So I've already cut off some papers, and what we're going to do is we're just going to adhere this on. Now you can adhere it all sorts of different ways, and you can use a tape runner to adhere it, you can use score tape, or you can use some matte gel. I'm going to use some matte gel because I want to have a nice good tight coverage. So I'm just going to get some of this out. This matte gel, this is Liquitex matte gel. And I'm just going to give this paper a real good coating of this. Matte gel works as a real good glue. Now I'm going to put the tube on it and put it in place. I'm going to make sure that the edges are lined up the way I want them. So I've got this wrapped around it and I'm just going to hold it in place till it sets up. Now you have to measure your own toilet tissue roll. Every manufacturer uses a different size toilet tissue roll. It's amazing how different they are. I would have thought that that'd been one thing that was streamlined in the industry, and it's not. Just get a whole bunch of these things made up. You can paint them. You don't have to use designer paper. You could ink them. There's all sorts of different ways that you can do this. I just happen to have some leftover paper, and I thought, well, I'd use it. And the nice thing about using the matte medium is that you do have some play, so if things don't line up exactly the way you want them to line up, you've got room to move things around and get it to where I want it. And you can see that, there's quite a bit of stuff left on the top because of the size of this one. That's okay. I mean, I can use one of these gold markers to put around the edge here, or I could put some lace around it, or I could put some twine, or I could put some yarn. There's just all sorts of ways I can conceal it. If I want to, I could cut it off. Now the other one fit a little bit better. It doesn't have such a big area at the top that's not covered. It just shows, that the rolls are different sizes. Maybe I cut this paper a little bit different when I was doing that project. These are pretty dry now, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually cut these tubes in half. Just get a pair of scissors, guesstimate where half is, and just cut. Now, you're going to squish it, but that's okay because we actually want it squished. Okay, so we've got that squished. That side is squished. Where we cut it, it got squished. And then we're just turning it like perpendicular to itself. And we're going to squish this down so it kind of meets. And what we're going to do back here is we're just going to staple. I'm going to use tiny attacher. You can use a regular stapler. Okay, so you see how I've got that stapled? Now if I want to disguise this, I can always use good old washi tape. I can put some washi tape on this to disguise those staples if I want to. Let's put a little candy kiss on the inside. You can put a couple candy kisses. Got a couple little kisses on the inside there. Now you don't really want to close this down. Like glue it or anything, because it defeats the whole purpose of having a little kiss holder. Now I kind of like it so it is open so the kids can see the kisses on the inside. But if you want to, you can always put like some washi tape on here and let it be like a little flap to hold it down. You could put a little tag on it and say, lift to open or pull me or something. And then up at the top here, this is really cute if we hang it on the tree. I like to do this. I like to make all sorts of cute little ornaments like this and put them on the tree so when kids come over, they can pick the ornament that they like. And then, they have a little special treat on the inside. They get to, open up the candy kiss on the inside. So the way you can attach this is you can make a hole in the top if you have, like a crocodile, because they go through anything. They cut through this like butter. If you don't have that, you can always glue it. Some kind of thread on the top. Now, last couple weeks ago, we made a wreath out of shipping labels, and on the shipping tags, they had this string or twine that was part of it, and we took them all off, and I said, save these. And this is a perfect example of why we save them, so we can use them to make a holder to go onto the Christmas tree. But what I'm going to do with this, and I've shown this in the past, in another episode where I showed twine and how you can color up twine and make your own baker's twine. So that's all I'm going to do with this. I'm just going to draw. This is a Copic marker, but you could use any kind of marker that you have. Preferably a permanent one, but it doesn't matter. You can always use like regular Crayola markers that are not permanent, and it's okay. They still work. Now, if you hold a Copic down on the twine long enough, it'll actually soak through to front and back. If you don't want to hold it down, you want to do it lightly, you'll just have to turn your twine to get it coated front and back. But it's so easy just to hold it down and let it do its thing. And you can see I'm just marking this any place I want to mark it for my own homemade baker's twine. So easy to make your own homemade. You can make it any colors that you have markers for. Sharpie markers work real good on this too, but I just happen to have my Copics handy, so I just grabbed them. Okay, so now I've got my own cute little baker's twine colored up, and I'm going to run that through the hole in the top that I just punched. Now you can get all fancy if you want, and you can tie a bow and make it look real cute, or just do a regular loop over and pull it through, which is what I like to do. Okay, there you go. We have one ornament done. How cute is this? It's got a couple little candy kisses in it. So whenever kids come over, or adults, they can pick whatever ornament they want off of the tree, and they get a little prize. How cute is that? If you don't want to use the washi tape like that. Now see, I like it open because then they can see that there's a little prize on the inside. But if you don't like it like that, you can always tape it. You can tape it down using regular Scotch tape. You can tape it down with washi tape this way. But I like people knowing that there's something on the inside, so that doesn't bother me. And using the toilet tissue tubes, they're sturdy enough where it's not going to come apart unless they actually squeeze to open that. So it's going to hold its shape. And then you got this cute little thing dangling from a tree. Now, you can certainly, glitz this up. You can put sticklers on it and sparkle it up. You could put glitter on it and sparkle it up. There's just all sorts of different things that you can do. And how simple is this? And then you've got some cute little ornaments hanging from your tree. Gosh, I love it. So out of one tissue holder, we get two. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I just love doing this. Okay, so we've got that down. I'm going to show you another cute little candy kiss holder. I'm going to need some heavyweight paper. Now I'm going to use some designer paper. Here's some designer paper, and it's a little heavier weight. You don't want to use just like regular printer paper. You want to use some paper that's got some weight to it. Either some cardstock or, like I said, some designer paper. And you want to cut yourself a square. And I don't know how big this is, so let me just measure and see. This is 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut a 5-inch square out of this piece of paper. Okay, there's my square. And then I'm going to get my scoreboard out. I need to score this into 4 individual little squares. So I'm sitting at 5, so it'll be 2.5 inches. So at 2.5 inches, I'm going to score. And then I'm going to turn it perpendicular, and I'm going to score again at 2.5 inches. Okay, now I've got, can you see that? I think it's easier to see that. You can see I've got 4 individual squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut one of these squares out. And it doesn't matter which one, just cut any one of the squares out. It really doesn't make any difference which one. So I'm just going to cut up here and cut over here. Now, this is reminiscent of those cute, really, really cute little kiss holders that are made out of the plastic squares of needlepoint. You know, the needlepoint stuff that's got the holes in it, and then you have to sew your yarn around it. This is exactly what this is all about. This is the exact same thing. Now what I do is these 2 edges that are cut, I'm going to tape them together. Now to tape these together, I'm going to use duct tape. Duct tape has a tremendous hold property to it. And if these will get some wear and tear on them, so it's important to use something like that. You could use regular Scotch tape, which would work too. Or if you have a good washi tape that's got a good adhesion to it. A lot of washi tapes don't adhere real strong. So that's why I'm using duct tape. And duct tape comes in all sorts of colors and patterns now. It's just wonderful stuff. I just bought some plain white stuff. I just thought that that would make some really cute trim. And duct tape is really cheap if you get it in a hardware store. If you go to one of the specialty stores, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for duct tape. The regular silver duct tape works beautifully for this too. But I had just picked up some white duct tape a long time ago. So I recommend using some kind of tape that's got a strong adhesion to it to do this. But like I said, Scotch tape works okay too, because I've made them out of Scotch tape. Okay, so what we're going to do, and I've already pre-cut mine to 2.5 inches. So we're going to take this and we're going to fold it on the 2 parts that we cut out. Don't crease anything, leave it like it is. Just going to match up the seams, and we're going to put some duct tape on it and just tape it down. Okay, so now I got some duct tape, and I'm going to smooth it down. I'm going to burnish it real good with my hands. I could use my bone folder to do that. And then I'm going to close this flap. This is the one we just taped together. I'm going to close this flap. And burnish it down real good. Get my hole puncher out and punch a hole down in the bottom where everything meets, so I have a place to put a little hanger on and hang it from the tree. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread this apart a little bit and just push this down. I'm not going to crease it. I don't want to crease a crease down the center. I'm just going to push it down, and I'm going to leave it open a little bit. You can see how that's open. Now we're going to put candy kisses on the inside here. I'll put a couple in there. You can see that there's some candy kisses in there. I'll push this down. And now we've got the holes in the top here that we can put string through to be a cute little holder on the tree for our candy kisses. What I like to do with these is I like to decorate them because, you know, this would be cute as a little reindeer face or a Santa Claus face or whatever, and have them sitting on the tree like that. Isn't that cute? Now I'm just going to use just a plain piece of string. I'm just going to thread it through where I punched the holes. And then I'll just tie the ends together. And now, whoops, and I got a cute little holder for my candy kisses. Isn't that cute? And one of the things that I found, because this is not, you know, real tight like how those needlepoint ones are, it helps if you just kind of put like a little piece of runner's tape or a little piece of glue or something on the bottom of your kisses to kind of hold them in place inside your little holder here. Plus it looks kind of cute when you look in and you see them kind of standing up there. Okay, and then you got another cute little holder to hang on your tree that has, you know, the little candy holder, and it's very reminiscent of the ones that are made out of needlepoint. Isn't that cute? Cute little holder here. I just wanted to show you how I decorated these. Everybody knows that reindeer need little antlers, and so what I did for his antlers is I went outside and I cut some of the dead parts of some shrubs off, and I just glued them on for his little antlers. Aren't those cute? Don't you just love that? And then I finally went out and bought myself some googly eyes. So I got some cute little googly eyes, and everybody knows reindeers have green eyes. And then I bought I bought a bag of pom-poms for his little nose. I had originally put a piece of brown paper underneath here for his nose, but I said, nope, he needs a pom-pom. So isn't he cute? Don't you just love that? Oh my gosh. And I love his antlers. I think his antlers are just adorable. So we've got that cute little one. And then for these little kisses, what I did was I put some of the tinsel twine that Tim Holtz sells on that. And then on the opening where you know, squinch it open. Feed me, Seymour. And I thought that that decorated this up really cute. Add a little sparkle to it. And then here's another one. This is the other half. And I just put some of the white duct tape on the back here to conceal the staples. And then I put that around its mouth also. And then just to show you what else you can do, you know, when you make these little things, you can actually smush it together if you don't want to do a reindeer. You could actually just crease it. Remember I said I didn't want to crease it? Well, this is what happens when you do crease it. You just, you know, put those things together and you just make this little triangular shape little ornament here. And I think this is so cute. I put some of that tinsel twine on here. And I think that this would be really cute if you put like grandkids' pictures in the center. And you had it for an ornament that you could give, you know, to the grandparents. And obviously you can make this as big as you want. I think like on this one, remember we used a 5-inch square on this one. I think this is a maybe a 4-inch square on this one. And you can cut them out and you make these cute little ornaments, and then, you know, by adding some tinsel or some kind of sparkle to them, you know, they'll reflect the light really nice. It's just a simple little way, and kids can do this. This is a great thing to have the kids help you decorate your trees with. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how I decorated these. I just think they're so adorable. I just love him, his little googly eyes. And I think that this really sparkled up this kiss holder. Just adorable. So there you have it, crafters. I hope you enjoyed this segment of Kiss. Keep it simple, Sylvia. And please join me again next week when we make some more holiday decorations. These are fun little things to do. Next week's is a simple, easy one too, but so cute. So I will see you back here again next week, I hope. Until then, have a wonderful week. Hope that you're getting all of your holiday shopping done that you want to get done. I basically have just been doing some cyber shopping because some of the deals are really good, particularly if you are getting the ones that have shipping for free. So, anyways, thank you again for watching and for subscribing and for your wonderful comments. And I'll see you back here again next week. Bye for now. Oh, crafters, I just could not stop playing with these, making these things. This is the other tube that we had, the red one, and I just cut it up and I put these little googly eyes on it. Look how cute it is. He looks like a little fish. Isn't he adorable? He could be a little elf. You could make a little elf out of him. And then I did this one. I just put some yarn, and tied it together and put it up on the top for the little flock of hair. Put those cute little googly eyes on. Got little eyelashes on them. Isn't that cute? Look at him. Her. There's going to be a her. Isn't she adorable? Go hang them up on the tree. I just thought they were so sweet. I couldn't stop making them. Okay, I think that's it for now. Bye, crafters. Thank you.